It's 21:05 Army time or 9:05 p.m. at night. And it's a cool Saturday. My Friday. As it was earlier when I left work today. Which means that I got Sundays and Mondays off. Which is perfect because I've been trying to get those off days off for a long time. So I can go right back to church. Seriously, so I could go right back to church. But though, ladies and gents, as I turn off the TV after seeing that my Oklahoma team beat Fresno State, which was going to be a given. That was just a giveaway game for us. But to see my boys from Cali, my SC Trojans, fight on, y'all, fight on. Get back at Stanford. Beat them 42-24. Could have been 42-17 if we didn't get that thing little foul, whatever. But it's all good, though. It's all good. I mean, we still won. We still won. Like I keep telling y'all, from South Central California, so I really do not live too far from USC. Like, literally, it's a couple of blocks down from the university and everything. So, yeah. I'm not too far from it. The crazy thing about South Central Los Angeles is that I'm not quite sure what the heck is up in here. Is that noodles? Probably. Well, if you guys see me washing dishes and things, don't worry about it. Y'all know how I get down. We keep everything authentic inside of this podcast and whatnot. And so I'm gonna watch these real quick and then we'll get on with the show. I'll let you guys know what week this is. But yeah, I don't live too far from USC, and I know a whole lot of people that went to USC. Great grandma and grandmother and auntie, they went to UCLA and things of that nature. So, you know, your boy, yes, I got to finish up my little college run and things of that nature, especially my art classes. I took some time off to handle some other businesses or whatever. Things of that nature. You guys know I've been I've been working on my brand and whatnot, especially in each production and things. So, and working at this job that I so really want to leave. So, your boy will be going back and do the little school thing and stuff like that. If I don't do the university, it's cool. I'll learn a whole lot on my own over the past couple years and things of that nature. I'd rather not have student loans, to be real with y'all. You know, I'd rather not have student loans. I'd rather just, and if I have to finish up at a community college, I'm not tripping about that. That is cool with me. It's cool with me. But remember, self-education is also perfect and great as well, too, because you learn a hell of a lot more when you really either do it by yourself or you do it with a team or learn different things that actually matters in the world that we're living in today and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, computer coding is one of them, because everything in the near future, BS you not, is going to be going towards computers and things of that nature. I mean, technology is already advanced, but it's going to be way more advanced with augmented reality and artificial intelligence, AI. I mean, we've been doing that for about the past couple years. But you guys see in the movies, they always, I put this way, we really watch movies, scientific movies and things, well, sci-fi movies and stuff like that. They literally give you hints of what's really going to be popping off in the future a little bit, low-key. Those movies are not just made for your entertainment. It's actually hidden messages when inside of the movies. And AI and artificial intelligence and all that type of stuff, that's going to be the big thing in the near future. And so, computer coding, what I truly feel and see, is going to be one of those top big industries later on in the next couple of years, where everything's going to be more computerized. You're not going to see that many people be working certain jobs where, you know, it's human related. I mean, kind of see that right now in certain places and stuff like that. So, I'm just telling you guys right now, you know, even if you are older, hey, start learning the coding, but at the same time, learn how to run your own business at the same time, process too. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing both of those things of that nature. You know, so shout out to my father for instilling in me a long time ago to actually get on my grind with studying and things of that nature, and study how to do my own business. But at the same time, too, it took different paths to where it actually added with it for studying my own business, whatever, to try to continue to do the computer code and stuff like that. Like, if the finances wasn't an issue right now, trust me, I'll be doing my tech degree like on a whole major level. Well, you guys right now, I was doing the treehouse thing, about to put them on hold for the time being. But I would totally have finished. I would do the tech program with them, and still finish up my art degree. Rather be back at West LA, which I wish for the recession happened in 2008. They did not shut down the art programs, like cut part of that and things, because I love doing art, and that right there was a really big part of my major. I was so close to being done. But, life happens and things happen. So we all still have time. I know I still have time. And you guys still got time to finish accomplishes what you guys want to accomplish and things of that nature. So just make it happen. Just make things happen. And, don't procrastinate. And put that cricket in, that comes out of the house. It sounds like it. Or it might really be outside. I mean, it's a cool, chill Saturday. And like I said before, today was my little Friday. My job from the new work schedule we have. And it's really been very fantastic. And it's cool because it's so much more older now. It's like, it wasn't like a couple years ago where I had the weekend off, and trying to plan it so I can, try to go to church. And at the same time, watch college football games. Now that I'm a little bit older, I'm like, shoot, I just go to work on Saturday, get off at 3:30, and just come home and catch a couple games, And I got the ESPN app that I normally bring out during either baseball season or college football season. And, have that run in the background and things of the nature. So I can keep track of Alabama and USC, or even some other squads, to which I know that SC or Alabama will be playing against, want to make sure that certain teams lose to keep our standing. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, before we get on to the rest of the show in a few minutes and things of that nature, I'm going to let you guys know something right now. I did the video podcast on Labor Day. That will be uploaded on Monday. That will be uploaded. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I already had uploaded on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. But I think I already had uploaded the show. And you guys go ahead and check it out at hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. As you guys can find out the shows and all of the good stuff and things of that nature. And also, part of the reason why I'm doing shows on Mondays now is because I go back to work on Tuesday. So I kind of mess up a little bit with the shit bit when Apple decided that they want to put their little next iPhone event, whatever, on Tuesday. So I'm like, dang, I'm going to be at work. But it's all cool. I have my iPhone 7 with me to actually watch the keynote or be able to catch it later. Was going to bring my iPad with me to watch it, but we got some new team members over at the job, and low-key, some of the OGs ain't there that I can trust, so some of these new folks I'm not too sure about them and whatnot. Not in a bad way, but you just can't really trust everybody. So I'll just keep my phone with me and try to get good service, and go ahead and peep what the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus, which is going to look like the regular 7 and 7 Plus, because the new iPhone, the 10th anniversary iPhone, is literally called the iPhone X. That's the one with the OLED screen and facial recognition and all the other good stuff. So I want to see what Apple go bring to the table, because I'm actually deciding if I want to get the next iPhone this year, or just save my 7 and go ahead and get the Google Pixel 2. Well, depending on what that looks like and what comes with that. Yes, your boy used to be Android way back in the day. Started with the Way I started with Android, the T-Mobile G1. Traded my Sidekick LX when T-Mobile back in 2009 had kind of, no, it was, yeah, back in 2009 when they started to shut down a little bit the service for Powered by Danger. Powered by Danger was a company that was ran by Sharp. You guys know Sharp Aquas, like Sharp TVs, spelled SHARP. Sharp, the company, yeah, they had make the screens for the Sidekicks, T-Mobile Sidekicks. If you guys remember the flip screen, PDA, personal, device, whatever, things of that nature. And to be honest, the T-Mobile Sidekick will always be better than the iPhone to me when it comes to the keyboard and just, I'm telling you, man, that swivel action when you had a Sidekick and you're like, yeah, man, let me get you on my Sidekick. You got the little swivel action to go, got that sound to it. I mean, it's almost like a BlackBerry a little bit. The BlackBerry, if you had a BlackBerry, you was balling. If you guys remember the Palm Pre's, PDAs, which were like low-key the original iPhones right there, then you guys will also know that too was major. And to be honest, they bring it back the Palm Pre's. They try to bring it back for the business type of sector, which I can understand. So that's major right there. Just like BlackBerry came out with the BlackBerry Key 1. That looks nice, but they need to fix some issues that's been happening with that phone. Because I wouldn't mind getting myself a BlackBerry if I don't want to get a new iPhone. Straight up. I'll keep my iPhone 7, pay it off, and try to find a BlackBerry Key 1, as for a cheaper price. So, yeah. But yeah, Apple's event is on Tuesday, and I'm going to be watching it. And plus, wait, another reason why I watch Apple's keynote events and things of that nature, it's not because it's like, ooh, it's a new iPhone, things of that nature. No, I tend to watch their keynotes and everything else for the fact that Apple knows how to do good marketing and promote it. The reason why they sell so many damn phones is because they know how to market. And when you know how to market and when you know how to promote, you make a whole lot of money. But most folks don't know that because most folks don't pay attention to it. Most folks just pay attention to the product. It's like, nah, you got to look at the whole bigger picture as to how where Apple does a keynote, everybody around the whole nation and around all the world watches. Why? Because Apple was one to revolutionize the touchscreen phones like in a major way. The Palm Pre's, they had them. But they had it with a little keyboard that wasn't all that great, with the stylus and things of that nature. But Apple had twisted the game up once they put the little once they had the iPod features of the music onto it. They revolutionized the music industry, and Apple revolutionized how the way you use your cell phones now. Now, you got companies like Samsung and other people, especially even in the China district, where, of course, they whooping on Apple when it comes to features, but they're not fully whooping Apple on sales. That's the thing. And Apple knows how to market and promote greatly. But the products are pretty good too. I use Macs and I use iPads and things of that nature. I'm a music producer. So I know how to use the music. I know music produced off of Windows, PCs and things of that nature. And I like using more off of my Mac, things of that nature. Especially with the continuity of I could create a beat on my phone, transfer that beat to my iPad, or vice versa, and then transfer that to the major music DAW that I have on my MacBook Pro to do some more further editing and add more effects. I mean, it's a win-win right there. Even with the little photo editing and things of that nature, like all my album cover works that I had did over the past couple years, whatever, I actually did them off of my iPhone. Literally. Did each and every one of them off of my iPhone, and except for the first couple of pictures I did, I think if I'm not mistaken, for Death of Latino, values 1, 2, Dreams of Reality, Chapter 1, Escaping Reality, Chapter 0, Beyond Wonderland, Rebuilding Japan, 21 Cherries of Black Roses, 21 Cherries of Black Roses, and Dreams and Reality, Chapter 1, and Death of Latino, Value 1. Those came actually from a little Sony point-and-shoot camera that I still have. I take that back. The one that I used to have before got misplaced. But the other pictures I did for the other album cover works that I had did for my instrumental albums, whatever, I did all of them off my iPhone. Did it from my iPhone 5 to the iPhone 6, 6S, and right now the iPhone 7. So, yeah. Like I said before, I know how to use the mediums that I have with the tech, whatever, and just go along and create something out of nothing. And that's most folks need to do, and whatever. But yeah, and from that, just actually pay attention to Apple and pay attention to their marketing. Reason being, because I'm trying to figure out how the heck is their marketing so effective and efficient that you just have folks go bonkers over your products. I'm trying to add whatever element they have into the stuff that I'm doing so I get folks to listen to my music more, on the instrumental type of things. And I'm coming out with a mixtape, and the mixtape it's not crazy. It's not I got bands and riches and things of that nature. You know what? I'll do this. I'll play you guys a sample of one of the tracks that I'm actually working on. It's called Broken Glass, and I'm gonna post it up pretty soon, so you guys go get it exclusive tonight on that track, and you guys going to truly love it. Well, that's if I have time in this podcast. If not, then don't trip. I might probably have the track out pretty soon, so you guys can peep it out. I mean, it's dope. It's dope. But I actually talk about different topics that, all of us could relate to. And, things that your kids could listen to. And whatnot. So, yeah. And it's been a long time for me coming on and trying to do the mixtape. I was not planning on doing one. But I decided, I said, you know what? Since we are talented and things of that nature, let's go ahead and do one. Let's see where it takes us. So, that's where we're going right now. All right. So, with that, let me put some background music. I'm going to have to find the tracks because, as always, the Spreaker app thingy always tend to mess it up to where want to try to find tracks, see like it just mess it right there, and I'm going to try to find something real quick. Man, I got a whole lot of tracks on there. I'm trying to find all the instrumental ones that is not tagged. It's not tagged. So, I'm probably going to pick this one. You know what? Maybe I should pick the ones I'm actually having. Let's go be on the mixtape. Well, I'm going to just pick a couple of them. So they might be a little bit, bouncy, things of that nature. And things of that. Let's try to pick some. So got some background music and whatnot. Alright, screw it. That's it. That's it. We'll go have these. So, ladies and gents, welcome to the show. I didn't mean to ramble on, but like I said, washing dishes and things of that nature. Take care of some little house chores in here at the Washington USC or Stanford game with SC whooping that ass. So, that's always great to see. They 2-0 right now and 1 on the Pac-10, so that's perfect. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, I'll go by the name of Q Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q, up here at RocketProductionCM.com. This is week 66 of the Business Minded Leaders Podcast, sessions 316 to 320. And today is what's today? Today's the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, today's September 9th. Today is September 9th. I was supposed to do this podcast yesterday, but I was so burnt out from the new schedule for my job that I said, boy, I couldn't even do it. Almost didn't do it today, but got some energy, so we about to go on with these posts that I had talked about from this week, and we go get it cracking. So if you guys ready, then hey, let's go. So for September 4th, 2017, Blessed Mondays, I said the rails of your past can be broken once you let go of the past. Alright, so imagine this. So imagine that you're on a train, right? And you're holding on to the rail. Now imagine that the rail breaks. And so the rail breaks, you're like, oh wow, it's broken. You know, you try to fix it, but then you can't fully fix it, so you just leave it alone. That's how your past is. Sometimes we tend to go back to certain parts of our past that we do not need to go back to. Normally the past that, you know, is very hurtful and bring us down. When that does tend to happen, what we need to do is not go back to the dark steps of the past. We need to go to the things, the past from the light that, you know, gave us the type of energy that we need to accomplish things. But at the same time, too, it's better to not go back to your past. Because once you go back to your past, and once you know, have the broken rails and everything, once you break part of the spell of your past, then life gets better. So the rails is the broken part of the past that needs to be broken, needs to not be mended. That's where you just leave that alone and you just go ahead and accomplish what you need to accomplish. So once you let go of the past, the things that's holding you back, that's not making you accomplish things in life, then once you let go of those things, life will get better, things will get better. So just know that. So on Tuesday, on the Grind Tuesday, September 5th, 2017, I said never fall by the wayside when life punches you in the mouth. Just get back up and fight on. I'm gonna let you guys know this. You guys heard me talk about it last week, and I think I mentioned it as well on the video podcast. How, you know, I had a negative balance in my bank account and things of that nature because last month's paychecks was, excuse my language. Last month's paychecks was some bullshit. Just keep it real and things of that nature. Especially the type of work that I do in my job and my coworkers at my job too. We should not be getting paid less for doing so much work within a day that burns us out. Which is why I'm trying to work my own business, whatever. So we try to start your own business and you got money coming out different places from bills and even from your LLC, you know, that by the grace of God, legal soon has payment plans, whatever. But something else comes out from that to which, you know, is unexpected, to which, you know, life kind of punches you in the face because you try to save and budget and you're like, what the flying fuck? You know, you're trying to save something to try to build up. When life does punches you in the face, that's when you go back and punch life back and you say, you know what, you can knock me down all you want, but at the end of the day I'm gonna come back on top. And once you come back on top, it's a beautiful feeling. But if you let life beat you down, trust me, life is going to beat you down and life is going to continue to move on. So what you have to do is that you have to continue to fight back. You have to continue to fight back in life and just let life know that, hey, you can push me around all you want to, but at the end of the day, I'm going to kick your ass back. Period. Now I'm going to come back on top. So you cannot knock me down. So wherever life punches you in your mouth, you go back and you get life a Mike Tyson knockout, to which you are standing on top with the championship, and life will know who the fuck you truly are. Straight up. So on September 6th, and I said Team Motivation on Wednesdays, I said it's always good to have a solid team, but that's how you get things done. The reason why I mentioned that, because in certain businesses and things of that nature, it's always good to have a team where everybody's in one accord. Of course, you're going to have some team members who will be kind of crazy and goofy and things of that nature. And some that might like sing as if they like downright disrespectful and whatnot. And this is one of the tracks I'm about to use for my mixtape. So, you guys going to love it. But other than that, though, I do want to mention with that other post is that it's always good to have a solid team on whatever you're working on, whether it be school projects or just even business or even in life or even at work. Always have a great solid team that you can build up like family. At the same time, you got their back, they got your back. When it comes down, to clown around, you guys clown around. But it's come down to handling business, you know who plays their part, and you know who got your back when it comes to the business side of things, of whatever it is that you may be doing. And the reason why I mention that, because I have a cool ass crew that, like, wherever I work with certain crews at my job, normally I might be the only guy, and it's 4 people to each crew. So I could probably be the only guy with a crew of 3 women, whatever. But I always see the women that have my crew as sisters, We may have our days where, we may come and be like, whatever. The other person may next day come like, try to cheer them up and vice versa, things of that nature. But once they have split with one of the coolest crews over my job that I ever was with. My former lead, who's still my lead, whatever. Me and her, we still work at the same hours. It's cool, but we had, different off days. They had the same old off days I have Monday and Tuesday. I switched to Sunday and Monday because like I said, I told you guys before a couple other podcasts, I wanted to go back to church because ever since I've been working, I have not liked working on Sundays. I think GameStop only worked a couple Sundays while I used to work over at GameStop. But this job that I'm at right now, it's like over LA. It's like I've been damn near almost working on Sundays almost like 3.5 years. And I kid you not, it's a certain type of spiritual void that I kind of feel where I'm sitting in my little Bible, studying things on my own, whatnot. But I like being around like-minded Christians and stuff. Like I told you guys before, I'm not a perfect Christian. You guys heard me curse a couple minutes ago and things of that nature. Words I should not be saying. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'll let you guys know that straight up. But I also know too that where I feel a spiritual void in my life, I know that. And I do talk to God daily, period too. But at the same time, I need to be around like-minded Christians that actually hear the word spoken from a different point of view and things that I need to keep myself in order and in check. Because trust me, God will use different people, pastors, whatever. And sometimes He might use people who aren't even Christian to speak something to you to where you like, okay, that's God speaking to that person. You got to really hear the message of God that's trying to get to you. Straight up. And one of the tracks I love that I had created right here. My apologies, get sidetracked a little bit. But yeah, so was able to get Sunday money off. Was gonna keep the Monday Tuesday. I said, boy, you need to get back to church because we can't be doing the call offs and whatever. Whole lot of stuff at my job has changed so much with a little bit of things to the point where it's like if we don't go to church, I'm gonna end up probably fighting somebody with the other company or one of these new type of management folks that come in with a whole lot of pride and a whole lot of talk, but they don't really bark back because they work ethic, as from what I can see when they get on these planes to try to help clean, they don't really do it. And me being a hardworking dude that I am, it's like you guys try to tell us, your employees, low-key, almost like your team members, like, okay, well, you guys can do this A, B, C, D, F, and G, but if I say certain top head management, and that's just why I mentioned a long time ago on this podcast that your title doesn't mean shit, and I really stand by that, period. I can say that I have my own title with my own business and things of that nature, but I humble myself, because at the end of the day, you can have a title, but your title can be stripped away from you. And I see a whole lot of prideful title folks over at my job. They like, well, I'm this and I'm that, and you this and you that. And I'm looking at them like, really, but what do you do outside of the job that will actually benefit you and your family? As opposed to here and been working there 10, 20, 30, 40 plus years, and I'm like, okay, respect you for that, but if this is what you love to do, cool, you get my respect. But if you just doing that for the paycheck, you don't get my respect that much. And not in a bad way. It's in a way to where I'm looking at things from a business point of view. I put it from an entrepreneur point of view. Yes, I'm looking at things because I know mentors that actually in different entrepreneur type businesses that making multi-millions or whatever. And they looking at folks that, and I'm looking at folks that are managers and things of that nature, and they struggling. And you got the ones that not managers and things of that nature. They have high titles, but they don't put their pride into it. I mean, they put their pride into it, but they don't be like, oh, you're this and this and this. They be like, nah, how can we help you out? A different type of, play this one, a different type of mindset, mind you. So I'm like, yeah, let me get to church before. Now I'm about to knock somebody's head off over at this job. So after Sunday money's off, and with the crew that I was with, it's like, man, it was kind of hard to split from them because we really is like family, we tight. And me and one of the crew members, I'm not gonna mention her name, but we've been together with the crew for almost about 2.5 or 3.5 years now, whatever. But it's cool because I know how she works and she know how I work, and she knows that I'll get her back when it comes to get the job done. And if we get random people that join our crew, she knows that I would get her back, and I'll go far beyond on helping out the crew. But don't get the game twisted. I will bang on whoever joins our crew. If I see them moving slow, I'll be like, no, y'all gotta pick up y'all pace and things of that nature, or we don't have that much time. Pick it up. And the way I kind of say it's almost like militaristic, to where I think some of my co-workers, they respect me more for that, because I let them know, like, hey, this is how much time that we have, and we got to pick up the pace. And once they see me do it, then they understand, okay, we can't bullshit around. Q is try to get this done. Let's try to do our best and things of that nature. As well, I see certain managers that don't really put in the work like that. I'm looking at them like, y'all don't get out of my way, I'm gonna knock y'all down. Not in a meaningful way like that, because you on the aircraft, and those of you who flew in the aircraft before, you know how small and cramped it is. So we got a whole lot of people on there. You try to clean seats, and you got the catering and flight attendants and this nature coming back and forth and things, and everybody try to get through. It's like if you got 5 or 4 minutes and you got management we're gonna just watch how you guys work. It's like, no, get out the way, because if you get knocked down, that's on you, because we try to get the things done. So yeah, always have a solid team that got your back and got their back. I'm telling you, things will work out perfectly. So before this podcast ends, on September 7, 2017, Daily Tips Thursdays, I said an old saying: when life gets you lemons, make lemonade. In this day and age, when life comes at you, hold your guard, for that is part of the wisdom learning curve that you need to grow. What that means is this: when life comes at you, even with your managers and bosses, and all the big shit that they talking with the pride that they giving, and I'm pretty honest, most of them, they do know they craft. But at the same time, when you hear them, say like they've been working at certain places about 20-something plus years, it's like things change on those 20-something plus years depending on the type of industry at the end. So you guys, like somebody like me, may come in about 5 or 4 years ago, but you see different changes each and every year or each and every month, to which the management is not up to par with it. They stuck in the old ways while we up in the new. So what that post actually means is that, when life comes at you, or, you got certain people coming you foul, you hold your guard, you hold your tongue. Because there may be times you do want to say, well, fuck you too. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? We don't need to get to that point. Because there's a whole lot of other bullshit that's happening around the world right now. You guys already know. There's been the earthquake that happened in Mexico. There's been the hurricanes that popped out in Texas. Another hurricane that popping off in Florida and the other islands. A couple more hurricanes that's popping off. If I'm not mistaken, I think the country of Bermuda, for what I heard, is completely destroyed or something. So, and that right there is major, because I'm like, yo, I was just listening to E.T. a couple of weeks ago when this old podcast, when this old mixtape, we say he went to Bermuda, a couple years ago, whatever. And I think I just see something about the country too. So I'm like, yo, like, whoa, my wife's hometown, Puerto Rico. Try to make sure that the family is good out over there. So it's like it's a whole lot of other stuff that's happening to where you just gotta hold your guard and just hold your tongue. I put this way. And this comes to this post right here. I'm gonna add Thursday post to this post. So for September 8th, 2017, post says Fridays. I said, let the egotistic explain and run their mouths as much as they want. For at the end of the day, they reveal their true selves. So that in comparison with the old saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. In this day and age, when life comes at you, hold your guard. But that's part of wisdom learning curve that you need to grow. When you hear folks that's very prideful and egotistic, as they puffing themselves up and things of that nature. And my dogs is barking probably because of a cat or whatever, so don't mind them. But whatever you hear, management and things of that nature, or just random people, the opposite way, they know they craft and stuff like that, but they do all that major talking and things. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Once they do all that little major talking and whatever, you don't pay attention. Really pay that much attention to them. And part of the reason why you don't pay that much attention to them because you listen to what they have to say, but you dissect what they're saying. And when you dissect what they're saying, then you truly start to understand where they're coming from, but you kind of also see the pride and the ego that comes from it. And then you kind of take a look around as to why certain things is not going the way it's supposed to go. Because most folks can run their mouth, but most folks don't back up what they're talking about. Straight up. So it's always good to keep your mouth closed at times, because I'm telling you, you may sound pissed off because you may be pissed off because you might want to give me a piece of your mind, but at the end of the day, you don't say shit. Life goes on, life moves on. Because you gotta remember, we all gotta go home at the end of the day. If we have a family, we all gotta see our family at the end of the day too. So you gotta take a look at it from that point of view, things of that nature. All right, cool. So with that, my apologies, y'all, on the cursing. I'm gonna try to curse on this podcast and things of that nature. Just try to get different points of views, different things, and whatever. And at the same time, too, I want to thank you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast and whatnot. I almost said to do one, but I say, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, after I come home from church, I'm gonna watch a couple of football games. I'm a Packers fan, so go Pack go and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm gonna play some dominoes with the grandparents. They tried to do that tonight, but I was like, nah, it's college football. I don't feel like getting up. I like to lay down on this couch right now. Your boy been burnt out from work from this week, so I would actually like to get my rest. I don't have to get up on a Sunday to go to work. That right there is a blessing. Man, I've been trying to go to work on Sunday mornings for various reasons. As I said before, we take public transportation for a little bit because you don't want to leave your car and everything because of the gas prices. And you take public transportation and things of that nature. The bus tends to run every hour, so you gotta really plan to try to get to point A and point B early enough to get to work on time. So by the grace, I don't have to do that. Only the Tuesdays to Saturdays, and that's cool with me. Because on Sundays, church, Monday, go out to Weber Beach out here in Cali and just go ahead and do the podcast, a video podcast. So that's perfect. And the reason why that's perfect because that truly really starts the week off the right way. So that's cool. Because I know I can't go to the beach on Sunday. Everybody's off on a Sunday. So why not go on a Monday early in the morning and then take care of the rest of the business? And that's what I tend to do. So yeah. But with that though, thank you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. My apologies on the cursing. Try not, you guys already know I try not to curse on these podcasts and things of that nature. So my apologies on that. But with that though, ladies and gents, I catch you guys on the flip side. One love. Everything now will be updated on Monday. So do expect that. So do expect to see the video podcast posted up at hitrockerproductionstm.com. That is hitrockerproductionstm.com. On Monday, probably like Monday evening, whatever, or in the morning. Well, we'll see if I'm not too tired how I get it done. And so once you guys see that, then you guys know the posts have been posted up. I had not posted up, I think yesterday, a couple of days, posts on the website because I've been so tired. So I'll make sure I get that done tomorrow or Monday, so everything be completed. But with that, though, ladies and gents, you guys tune into tonight's podcast. And with that, I catch you guys on Monday for the video podcast and next Friday for the regular podcast. If I'm not burnt out, if you guys don't catch me on the podcast for Friday, do know that I will do it on Saturday after watching college football. All right. So with that, though, you guys have a great one. Catch you guys on the flip side. One love. Chinchilla Q is out. Deuces.